Hello everyone, this is Warhawk Beyond 2040 and welcome to another edition of the Jazz Albums Review Series. And today I am going to be taking a look at a brand new 2023 release from one of my all-time favourite musicians, the one and only, the lovely and talented pianist, composer and bandleader Keiko Matsui, and this is her newest recording for Shinachi Records, Euphoria. So Euphoria marks the first time in over 4 years that Keiko Matsui has recorded and released a album featuring new material. And one thing that I have always loved about Keiko Matsui is she always puts out an amazing album and she's never done a bad one. All of her albums are fantastic. They're all different, but her music is very uplifting, very enjoyable, and you could kind of say feel good. Her music is very feel good. Makes you feel good about yourself. Really puts a smile on your face, and that's what music is all about, making you happy. And whenever I listen to Keiko Matsui, it always puts a smile on my face. And you know, her music is ideal for listening in the car, relaxing. On the beach. Her music could be used for absolutely anything, and that's what I've always liked about Keiko Matsui. She always puts out a great album, and she has a very recognizable sound. When you hear her, you know straight away who it is. Lots of her sound and style is very similar to David Benoit, David Foster, Dave Grusin. You can hear all of those different influences, but Keiko Matsui is very much her own person and with her own identity and her own voice on the piano. And as I said, a lot of her influences in the music, is all new age, Western, South American, world music, all the influences are there. And of course, jazz as well. There's plenty of jazz influences in there. And her style of music more or less leans towards contemporary and smooth jazz, but still makes for very pleasing listening. So, Keiko Matsui has got some very notable special guests on this album. So, we've got the legendary Mike Stern, Randy Brecker, Gregoire Maret, Kirk Whalum, Joel Ross, and Lalah Hathaway. So there's some pretty notable guest musicians as well. And also featured on this album, we've got Greg Bissonette, Ron Pedley, Lewis Conti, Brandon Fields, Nick Lane, Wayne Burgon, Alex Owl, you name it, Tony Polzy, some great musicians on this album. So let's have a look. So there we are. There is the lovely lady herself. There we go. Great stuff here. So, all of the compositions are written and composed by Keiko Matsui, with the exception of one track, which is written and composed by Lalah Hathaway, who she provided lyrics for. And tracks we got here are Steps on the Globe, The Choice, Ferrari Morning, Neo, Love and Nothing Less, Luminescence, Rosso, Cantabile, Legend of Yagorian, Mosey Mountain, Blue Water, the title track Euphoria, and New Passage. Great collection of songs. As I said, very pleasing, very uplifting, and feel good. Very, very pleasing to the ears. So, Keiko Matsui, she plays mostly piano, although she is a keyboard player as well. If you look at her earlier albums all the way through, she has dabbled in electronics and keyboards, but she mostly plays just piano exclusively, which isn't a bad thing. She's an amazing piano player anyway. And we've also got, other guest musicians such as Jimmy Johnson on bass. We've got Jimmy Branley, John Beasley on second keyboards and Euphoria strings. We've also got Rico Beled on bass, and we've also got JP Mororo on guitar. So we've got the Keiko Matsui touring band, and we've also got all these unbelievable guest musicians as well. So the standout tracks for me are Steps on the Globe, The Choice. It's got Mike Stern. You know Mike Stern. You got a good track, and he's on top blistering form. And I really was surprised that Mike Stern would play with Keiko Matsui because they're two completely different musicians from two completely different worlds, but they work really well together. I wouldn't say no to a full co-led project with Keiko Matsui and Mike Stern. I think that could be a lot of fun. We've seen Mike Stern already with Jeff Lorber, so imagine what Keiko Matsui and Mike Stern would sound like together. Whew, brilliant stuff here. Neo with Randy Brecker, another great track, and Mosey Mountain, Blue Water, and the title track Euphoria. Now, the vocal track Love and Nothing Less, I mean, it's all right, but I could kind of live without it. I mean, she's a good singer. There's nothing wrong with her voice, but it's not really what you want to hear. You just want to hear Keiko Matsui on the piano doing her thing. But it's not a bad vocal track. It's okay. It could have been a lot worse, and I've heard a lot of bad vocal tracks in the past, but it's okay, but it's not needed. But doesn't take away from the fact that this is still an amazing album. And Keiko Matsui, she just continues to keep getting better and better. Her albums are really good, well produced. She always picks top musicians to play on her albums, and her music is just an absolute blast to listen to. And I've been a huge fan of Keiko Matsui for a very long time, and to me, she can do no bad album. She's never done a bad album, as far as I'm concerned. All of her albums are amazing, and I'm really hoping one day she'll play here in the UK. She is long, long overdue, and hopefully, with this album, which has done very well, maybe this might spur her on to do some London dates. Fingers crossed. So there you have it, Keiko Matsui, Euphoria. Fantastic album as always. And once again, Keiko Matsui is back with another cracking album. And hopefully, we won't have to wait another 4 years for another new album from this lovely and talented lady. So there you have it. Keiko Matsui, Euphoria, another fantastic album for 2023. Excellent stuff. So that's going to be it from me. I am going to wrap this up now. What's your favourite track from Keiko Matsui Euphoria? Is it Steps on the Globe, The Choice, Ferrari Morning, Neo, Love and Nothing Less, Luminescence, Rosso Cantabile, Legend of Ugarion, Mosey Mountain, Blue Water, the title track Euphoria, or New Passage, or do you enjoy the entire album from start to finish? There's no right or wrong answer. We all have our favourite tracks. You know what to do, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave your thoughts and comments down below. And also make sure you click the link down below if you want to check me out talking about Keiko Matsui's entire catalogue of albums. Highly recommend you listen to that. It's really enjoyable going through all of her albums individually. So until next time, take care, everybody, and stay safe. And once again, as always, much appreciated. Thanks for listening.